Radical.
You know, I bet you I'll have people commenting under this, thanks for covering this topic, Rick. Thanks for covering this, when the reality is, I don't really deserve your thanks because, like ReviewTechUSA, all I do is record myself talking. It doesn't take a whole lot, I mean, you might make an argument, maybe ReviewTechUSA might put a little bit more into their channel, possibly, because they're doing more. They got the visual thing going on, but essentially, covering things is what commentators do. And the thing is also, I don't think this guy ReviewTechUSA is particularly really that talented at covering things, to be honest. But I see Tipster and he leaves a comment, thanks again for covering this topic and spreading the word. So, he does spread the word here because, he reaches more people than your average YouTuber. So there's that. But I don't know, we should really thank ReviewTechUSA for covering a topic. He doesn't even do it particularly well compared to others, just putting that out there. Well, what did Tipster thank ReviewTechUSA for covering? This whole thing that I talked about yesterday with this PlayStation executive tried to meet a 15-year-old, right? This was a 8-minute upload. It's 8 minutes. He's just talking for 8 minutes. I just can't get past this, how people thank you, People should be thanked for meaningful things. Just talking about something for a couple minutes, that doesn't really deserve thanks. I don't think, Now, somebody left a comment, and they wanted me to check this out, and I said I had some time to do this. And they pointed out how ReviewTechUSA was really kind of critical of this channel, People versus Preds, and said that the yelling at people doesn't really help anything, and how if they really cared about, getting people off the street and helping the children, they, I guess, wouldn't be yelling, and it's done for clout and views and clicks and everything of that nature. But, they did a very important thing, whether or not they knew that they were actually doing it, meaning they exposed. And when it comes to ReviewTechUSA, exposed! The whole exposing thing. People expose him and he exposes other people, And sometimes on live streams, for money, he takes his shirt off and exposes himself, But yeah, this channel, this small YouTube channel, right? They did a good thing. You can't take that away because of what that channel did, because of this vigilante operation. We now have this guy fired and, blacklisted by Sony. Fired because of, the fact he's a scumbag predator. That's a great thing. Even if nothing happens to him legally, even if nothing happens legally to him, this guy is exposed. So when people see this face, if he visits your house, you're making sure to hide your kids, this guy is going to be exposed for the rest of his life. And that's a really, really great thing. So Rich was very critical of the way they went about this vigilante operation. He said he didn't like the yelling. Oh, the yelling! He doesn't really like the yelling at pedos. He talks about how they should go about it a different way. And the only reason they're doing it that way is because they want Jaws to drop on their YouTube channel. Well, if this guy had any self-awareness, doesn't he realize that, I know he's not doing any exposing operations. Could you imagine big old Rich getting out there, holding the camera, trying to chase someone down? Come back, Jeff. I want to have a word with you for my YouTube channel. Oh, I won't yell at you. Oh, I can't even yell. I'm out of breath. Oh, he closed the door. Could you imagine it? I can imagine it, right? Because he wouldn't do this kind of thing. He wouldn't be out there. Guy probably rarely ever leaves his house. He wouldn't be out there, being a vigilante, actually trying to do a public service. And, you can criticize the public service that this channel does in exposing pedos, but the fact of the matter is they're exposing pedos. People can be critical of the way they go about it, but, again, good was done. I think that channel has done arguably more good than, 10 years of ReviewTechUSA. And he talks about how they're just doing it for, the clicks, the views, just for the spectacle, basically, you know. And if you had any self-awareness, Rich, what have you done for 10 years? You know, what is the bulk of your uploads? You know, a little bit of self-awareness there. You know, like you're not doing any of your uploads because you want to get clicks and views and the spectacle of it all. Yeah, so I don't know. He brought up the Amico, which was weird. He said it wasn't a sideswipe at the Amico. I guess he was equating it to a lot of these channels that basically do nothing but they, you know, bag on the Amico and talk about, you know, the Amico. And past a certain point, they're doing it for the spectacle. Like maybe they really don't care about the Amico, but, you know, they're piling on and everything like that. Oh, and he doesn't like the piling on. You know, the pedos. Rich doesn't like the piling on of the pedos. And, you know, we should, I mean, what should we be? Kind and respectful of the pedos there, Rich? I don't really understand. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below as usual. Have a great night. And what does Rich always say? What does he say? Have a good one! I don't know. Does he have a new catchphrase? I'm not sure. You know, I love chickens and horses. Yeah. The weird thing is people will thank me for doing an impersonation of Rich in the comment section down below. But again, that doesn't really take all that much effort. Take care.